Hello everybody, Amit here, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Max Damage. How's everyone's flame rolls doing? Mine? They're alright. I do want to show you guys my new best friend though. Oh yeah, would you look at that. So definitely better than my pocket item, my Sengoku pin, which is nice, I suppose. I'm sure this is gonna be a very long-standing temporary cup. Anyways, to start off this episode, I would like to make a big purchase. So I am just on my way to meet up with this guy. Well, what do you know? It's a guildie. I didn't know it was a guildie. We communicated through Discord, through the Scania trade market. So, shame on me, I guess. But here we go. I am buying a clean arcane sword for 35 bill. For no particular reason at the moment. But I am a little bit hopeful that the 25-star stuff will eventually come soon. Not immediately, though. Not immediately. But hopefully, like, sometime in the future. There we go. So I've been trying to stock up on a bunch of things, to be honest. I've redeemed all my dineros, and I have 4 copies of glasses right now, and now I'm building my arcane sword stash as well. I'm gonna slowly work on building the stash, which is why I'm hoping that 25 stars doesn't come anytime soon. But I hope it does come eventually. So what have I been up to since last episode? Well, it's only been, just reset, and I already had a little bit of time to mess around with flames. I went on my Kana's account and found out that it got some flames as compensation for Nebs. So I traded it over to my hero and flamed my unique Tyrant Pirate Capes, which did land some pretty good flame rolls, I have to say. Especially this one right here. This one's pretty alright. This one is 6 attack is nice, but more strength would have been even better. So I'll be selling these eventually, and I also moved most of those CRA equips that were flamed over to the Kana as well to sell and see. Actually, I'm gonna go check it right now. I have it opened right here on my laptop. Let me just check and see if anyone bought anything. Okay, so someone did buy a pair of pirate pants for 100 mil. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell these pretty decently rolled CRA or any boss tag equips for a lot very, very soon. I was just trying to gauge just about how much people were willing to spend. I've been enjoying the reduced dailies a lot. This has been a very wonderful thing. But it's not even the reduced quests that I'm most excited about. It's this feature that I'm most happy about. Ta-da! It's so good. Why didn't they include that from the very beginning instead of making us click all the way? Because now, that actually means that I want to go and head over to these pre-quests. These maps. What am I thinking? Actually, I haven't been feeling well because, man, I've just been playing so much MapleStory since the patch hit, and now I have a headache from staring at the screen so much. But this is what we can do. Yeah, 40. Is 40 enough? Perfect. And then all I have to do now is kadonk. Oh man, isn't that wonderful? That's better than everything else. So I'm just going to redeem the rest of these symbols immediately and go cash them in. I no longer have to just hoard all these coins and wait for a day where I feel like spending a lot of time clicking in this map. Just gonna get it all done within a few seconds, which is wonderful. Oh, whoops. And yep. And now finally, 19. Thank you. And voila. 102 more symbols to go, and I still haven't done my runs yet for tonight because they apparently resetted your progression in Dream Defender. That's not gonna be fun for me. So trading in Arcana symbols now. Ooh, there we go. Oh man, I'm really hoping that by the time Esfera Dailies come out, I'll be done the Lackland symbol, just because like since more As Dailies are out now, that means I have to do a little bit more. I'm almost done leveling this guy up here. I just need one more level and then I can transfer it over with the Arcane Catalyst, I believe that's what it's called. So it won't be anything that I'll have to worry about too much. Let's grab 8 here. And there we go. Level 18 Arcana symbol already. Feels good, feels good. I'm really enjoying this quality of life change. Another thing that I did, I went over to all of my meals and moved all of my, where are they actually? Where did they go? What? Excuse me? Hold on just a second. Did I forget to move them back? Ah, shoot, I forgot to move them back. Well, either way, what I did was I went over to all my meals and moved my Legion coins over to flame my future arcs gear. So I just wanted to show that off. And so you can see, I only threw like a red, and as long as I saw like one line of it, I basically kept it. So this is the weapon. I can equip it much earlier because it has the -15 roll. But yeah, the hat's alright. The freaking face accessory is awesome, especially with the level lower thing again. Some nice flat strength here. I mean, just looking at all of these stats in general. Oh, the pink bean cup was just a little fun I had with the rest of my meals and my Legion coins. Well, I was just trying to see what kind of rolls would show up from red flaming, and I like this actually. This is a pretty good roll. I think what I'll do is sell this actually, but the rest of these gears is just like whatever. But what can I say about it? I mean, I think in general I'm super excited for flames in the long run. It's just right now I'm kind of like salty because, you know, I have to redo all of them, and I'm not happy because that means it's more projects for me. Like, I'm not satisfied with just, you know, the 6% all stat and all that. So I definitely do want to attempt to get some better rolls. I'm already super happy that my sword is quote-unquote done. Tier 5 attack. This could have been 170 attack, but if only I had, you know, 600 flames to play with or something like that, I would have gone for it. But getting level 5 4 lines of what I was looking for is actually pretty freaking good. I don't know if I wanted 5% all stat or a tier 5 strength, but I'm not complaining. This is sort of like rolling a tier 7 on its own, just the combination of these lines. So I think for now, and especially like for a very long time, this sword is done. And I'll move on to, you know, my CRA and Tyrants and all that, and they'll probably fix the Scarlet Shoulder, and they'll take it into consideration if they want to boss tag Sweetwaters and Golux gear. But I think my flaming project is just gonna go down the list and take care of the equips one at a time, try and find the all stat, try and find a flat strength and hybrid strength. So that will be a fun project on its own. I don't really want to stress too much about it though, as I'm already stressing over everything else like Marvel shopping and Tyrant starring. But going through this flaming with my arc made me realize that it's so much better. It's just so much better for free-to-play players. I'm really happy Flames finally got into GMS. I think what I'm going to do for my next meal upgrade project or whatever, because I do plan to do more, is I'm probably gonna flame my meals that I'm going to be treating as Golux meals. That way they'll be able to do Golux a lot more better. And I think that way if I need them to do more things than just Golux, then they are obviously capable of. And especially the level 3 Link skill meals, so my Demon Slayer, my Demon Avenger, my Beast Tamer, maybe. I can flame their gear as well, make them much more stronger, and farming and mobbing and training will be so much easier with that. So I'm super excited. I'm just overwhelmed, and that's basically the recap of everything flame related that I've done for since last episode. One of the things that I said that I was working on in a previous episode was that I was saving up Lung points to see if I wanted to pick up some flames. Based off the experience that I had with flaming my sword and just flaming other stuff, that's probably not the best use of my dojo points, so I'm still gonna stick to making my Mugong honor medals for mesos. So this has been like, what, 3 weeks of saving up points, so this is just an easy 11 Mugong honors. That's like, what, 2 bill right here? So that's pretty nice. The other project that I was working on since last episode or the episode before was making my Evan a Maestri accessory crafter. I am very, very close to getting it, so I thought I would record me achieving that, because it's always nice to have something like that. So, this means I have essentially another character to have maintenance on. I'm not super happy about that because I was trying to minimize my maintenance on MapleStory, but you know, either you adapt or you don't get your flames that you wanted, and I'm running out of... Nope. I was just looking at the wrong thing. I was so close, like 50 away, but there we go. We got it. So this is accessory. Wait, what? Oh, do I not need to? Okay, that's cool. So the other reason why I became a Maestri... Wait, what? A Meister accessory crafter. A Maestri. Jeez. Not only is it to craft flames, it is also so that I can make Meister rings. I think my next project that I want to work on is a Meister ring to replace my Blackgate ring. I think eventually I will swap out my LGR, but it's so good that I don't want to, you know, get rid of it until I absolutely have to. But the only reason why I went through all the trouble to get the materials too is so that I can have a Meister ring with the IGN Amite on it. That is the only reason for it. That is strictly the only reason why I wanted this. Of course, the material costs for a Meister ring is very costly, so I don't think I'll be making too many of them. But again, with the preface that 25 stars is coming or not, I'll be making a bunch of copies of Meister rings for sure, for the imminent booming of pretty much every single piece of equipment in my inventory. So I'll probably just keep maintaining the Meister status and hopefully not drop down by crafting some Deadshot rings probably. Do I still get Mastery? Yeah, I do. So this is probably the cheapest recipe that I know of that I can maintain. As long as I craft once every morning and once every night, I don't think I'll drop. And then whenever I'm ready to craft another Meister ring, or if I have the materials for it, it's mainly the Grand Spell essences and the Primal essences. Yeah, I I remember back then, like a year ago, I gave away all of my Grand Spell Essences because I never bothered using them, but now they actually serve an actual purpose. So I'm gonna have to start stockpiling them again. The other thing about being a Maestri accessory crafter is that you get skill. I believe this is basically a knockoff Heaven's Door, I believe. So this is cool. Obviously my Evan's not used for bossing or anything yet. I'll get to that at a later episode, but this is just something that's nice to have that comes along with being a Maestri accessory crafter. So with this new Meistering comes another project of mine. I'm still not sure if I want to do this or not, but well, I have some scrolls to play around here. I want to maybe perhaps go for some cogging for the ring. If I do get good rolls after a while, I'm not going to be using the return scroll method until I find a good roll. That was my mistake with the badge. So if I get like 2 good rolls, I'll probably return the 3rd to get a good one. But my main iCogging project right now is my badge, and then my Tyrant Belt and so on and so forth. So there's going to be a lot of iCogging to do if I add this to the mix. So the difference is, though, I have to be using Arc Innocent Scrolls on my Tyrants, whereas the Meistering, I can just use normal Innocent Scrolls. So while this is nice to have and like something that I do want to work on eventually, I don't think now is the appropriate time. So I just wanted to show you that I'm starting to make Meisterings, and I'm going to be stockpiling them and eventually having a whole set of them all in storage ready for some nice Star Forcing booming action. Oh yeah, bingo! One thing I wanted to try out was material gathering for flame crafting. In the recipe for flames, I'm not on my oven right now, you need these flame fragments that you can get from extracting flames. But there wasn't a proper guide to explain where to get these flame fragments. And based off my memory, you get it from scroll extractors. So I asked my friend who was an alchemist if she could set up a scroll extractor for me to test this out, so really thank you to that. So I'm gonna dump this in here, and I'm going to try and see if this works. Well, there we go. Obviously the best flames to extract are the crappiest ones that you can get your hands on. So I think I'm going to be making a joint deal between her and myself that she'll provide some scroll extractors, and I'll try and craft anything that she needs me to craft. I think that's a fair exchange, right, guys? Finally, the last thing I want to test out this episode is farming the last flame material that I need, which is these unrelenting flames. You can get these from Elite, I believe. That's how I got these ones. This Forever Unrelenting Flame I got for 50 mil, I think. So I saw it in auction house and I was like, hey, that sounds kind of cheap, so I bought it. But I do want to test out some stuff because it says here that you can find these from mysterious herbs and mysterious legendary herbs, which is a good thing because I just recently got to level 10 herbalism, so I don't have any troubles with mining those anymore. So let's go somewhere to farm a bunch of these herbs then. This is good anyways because while I'm looking for herbs to mine for flames, I'm also looking for heartstones and other legendary veins and herbs to try and get primal essences for the Meistering materials. Oh, something sewed. Hold on. Please let it be a big item. What is it? Ooh, okay. Well, that's a flamed earring that I sewed. Not bad, but I do want these Golux items to be sold, please. Soon. TM. Thank you. Oh, found one finally. Let's see what we get here. Nothing. Aw, man. Oh, hold on. We got a flame. That's, oh. That's cool. Oh. Lovely. So, in the minutes that I have spent researching and doing field work and mining tens and tens and tens of herbs using science's top methodology known as half-assed, I have concluded that it is very rare to come to farm a unrelenting flame. So I went ahead and bought enough for 5 of them. I also extracted 5 of my crappier flames a little bit earlier, and let's go and have some fun. Now, while this may have been a waste of time for me, I think it's really important that I know exactly what I'm getting when I'm doing or working with flames or any new content in general. I don't usually just like to shrug it off and just fix my problems or figure out things with just mesos. When it comes to especially flames, I want to know, you know, how do you get it? Where do you get it? What's the best way to get it? And sometimes I don't know the answer until I actually try it myself. And I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to experimentation and playing with just trying things out. So just now I've discovered that crafted flames have a expiry date on them. I did not know that because on the window here it doesn't show anything of that sort. But now we know, and that's very important to me because this is just good information. Like, this is why I love just messing around with stuff.